Welcome to Knicks Home Court with your host. My name is Greg Armstrong. We're going to talk about RJ Barrett's first game in the Summer League. We're going to talk about Zion Williams' first game in Summer League. We're going to talk about the BS media. But first, we got to start off with Kawhi's decision in free agency coming up right now in Knicks Home Court. As I promised, we got to get right into it. So Kawhi Leonard chose the LA Clippers, and he got his boy Paul George coming with him. Who knew they were friends? We don't even know who were friends in the NBA. It's so funny. I mean, I didn't pay attention to it. So most of the media got it wrong. Most of the media didn't see this coming. And I think that we all should have thought to ourselves, Kawhi does not talk. How are these guys knowing where he's going to go when Kawhi does not talk? Kawhi does not talk, but these guys got sources, which means that people were probably looking at his body reactions to things, and people were leaking that. Maybe we don't know who were leaking what. The leaks might have came from the team side, because Kawhi was laughing and having a good time, because Kawhi does not talk. Now, we don't know if he was stoic in all the meetings. He probably enjoyed himself in all the meetings, and each time they took that as, well, Kawhi normally doesn't talk, so I don't know. It's enough of that. So the Clippers gave up 5 draft picks. They gave up 4 unprotected unprotected picks, which is not really going to be a problem because they're going to be good for the next 4 years at least. And they gave up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and they gave up Gallinari. Now, people want to kill OKC, or they want to kill Russell Westbrook, but I'll tell you this. Well, first of all, as a Knicks fan, I cannot imagine being an OKC fan having Kevin Durant leave and win 2 championships, James Harden leave and win MVP, Ibaka leave and win a championship, or be traded. I said leave. One left, traded. So it just, damn, that's crazy. They probably think they can never win something. So anyway, I think they did well though. I think they pounced on the situation and they got a lot of young, cheap players because OKC is the type of team that they need players on rookie contracts. A lot of these small market teams are not making much money. They're losing money. It's just to have a team for the NBA. That's why the NBA tries to keep it competitive, and that's why the NBA always comes up with these rules and stuff like that. But I'll tell you, I think that OKC should put Russell Westbrook off ball, let Gilgeous-Alexander initiate the offense, allow Russ to just do his thing. Like literally, we need you to score 30 points a game. Focus on that. Focus on destroying the guards in the league. And that's it. I've always said it. He needs to play the 2 guard. That way, you're not whatever other player they get, if they ever get another star, one of these picks become a star, he doesn't affect the entire team as much if you put him at the shooting guard position, because the point guard who's supposedly controlling the game, you see what I'm saying, is in charge of getting everybody else involved. Like I said with Iverson and Snow. Snow's job was, Iverson's going to keep shooting. My job is to, once in a while, give Mutombo a alley-oop, or once in a while give somebody else a pass so they can keep playing hard. That's how the game is. I know y'all all play ball, running up and down the court, and somebody's just shooting. You just stop playing deep. So, but I think they did well. I think Gilgeous-Alexander is a very good player. I think people are sleeping on him, or the media, because the media is all about a frenzy. Oh, the Clippers are going to win a championship now. Oh, the Lakers are going to win a championship now. That's why we play the games, folks. That's why we play the games. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. But I think that the Clippers did well. I think both teams, I think this was like a win-win situation. OKC wasn't going anywhere. The Clippers wanted to get Paul George so they can get Kawhi Leonard. And this is the thing, is the Clippers have a very good chance at winning a championship. But you see, their focus is on winning the championship. I'm sure the Nets' focus should be on that. they're never gonna overtake the Lakers. They're just like the Nets are gonna never overtake the Knicks. So, but either way, it was a good deal, I think, for both teams. Now, I want to move on from that, and I want to talk about the BS media for a second, because you see the Lakers' position they're in now. They're scrambling. Signed Marcus Morris. They just signed. I'm just gonna say Pope because I always mess up his last name. The shooting guard that was already on their team, who they overpaid for the first time. They signed him. They signed Danny Green. I think 2 years, 30 million, which is now talking about overpaying. He's a stiff. He's a stiff, and he's not the shooter that he used to be. No disrespect, but he fits well with a team. He understands he's a winner. He's not going to be scared of the moment. So that's why you really sign him. So I'm not trying to disrespect him. I just say he's a stiff, can't shoot like he used to. So, see, they clowned the Knicks for not having a meeting with Kawhi, but the Knicks knew he wasn't coming there. Why even go after that when you could say, wait a minute, let me build a team. The Knicks, they have to build a team. They need an infrastructure. Maybe this is a slow start. Maybe they're not going to keep all of these players. But folks, this is what a rebuild looks like. This is what a rebuild looks like. You have to become a decent team before you can go after these guys. They're not stupid anymore. You can't, I mean, not saying that they were stupid before, but you cannot do that. You can't just say, hey, come to my team. It doesn't work that way. The Lakers have done it. They're doing it that way because also they're the Lakers. They have 17, 16 championships to show. Look, Lake Town, this is what we do. The Knicks don't have that. Oh, you play at the Garden. No. Playing at the Garden's great when the Knicks are good, and it's terrible when they're bad. So the Knicks just have to build that infrastructure, and they'll get the players they need. That's it. So now let's talk about the Summer League and R.J. Barrett. So R.J. Barrett had his first Summer League game. Let's get right to it. He shot 4 for 18. Was 5 8? No, 4 for 18. And he was aggressive, just like I said he would be. I know I said he would dominate, right? Y'all want to hold me to that? Y'all can hold me to that. He tried to dominate. He just couldn't dominate. He's trying to, I always said it, I like players who make aggressive mistakes. It's all right. He shot 18 times. You know what that's telling me? That's telling me he believes he should average about 25 points a game. Now, in the regular season, you better be more efficient than that. Way more efficient. But what I'm saying is the fact that he's willing to put up those shots is what he believes of himself. This is what he's showing. So if you want to take something away from the first game and not get too much, see, the Summer League is not for you to, I really don't pay attention to the stats, so to speak, even though I still believe R.J. Barrett is going to explode in one of these games, or maybe all of them from here on. I believe it. I still believe it. I'm not wavering on that. But what I'm saying is, even if he averaged 30, you saw what Kevin Knox did last year. We was like, oh, wow, he's going to be a superstar. And then in the regular season, he wasn't the same way. And then he had an injury or whatever. But, so what I look at right now is the mentality. I'm looking at the mentality of R.J. Barrett. That's what I'm paying attention to. He kept shooting even though he was missing. That's all right. That's a good, strong mentality. That's not a cowering mentality. Because, like he said even in the interview, oh, those shots are going to go in eventually. There was a lot of nervousness. There was a lot of rushing. There might have been a lot of let me outdo Zion, who looked great, by the way. He made one move, and I swear he looked like Donkey Kong. When he had that dunk, when he did that hop, he looked like Donkey Kong. I was like, yo, he looked like Donkey Kong. Once he found his way, oh my God. Yo, Mitchell Robinson was flying off of him. I thought he was, players are going to get hurt bouncing off of this boy. I'm sorry, I had to take a second. That's my Zion report. He banged knees and that was it. That's my report. But he looked like Donkey Kong. I was like, shit. Anyway, again, R.J. Barrett did make a couple of strong moves to the paint. You saw him make the little moves and absorb the contact and still make the shot. It is always going to confuse guys because he's a lefty righty that can switch. He switches back to his left a lot, and the NBA will figure that out. But right now it's early, and so I liked his aggressive nature. He's going to learn that he does not have the speed to get past the smaller guys. See, in college, physically, he was bigger and faster than these guys. In the NBA, he's bigger, maybe not faster or as fast as the guys that are guarding him. But the guys, he has a size advantage. Because one thing I could say is on that break, I realized R.J. Barrett is a big dude. R.J. Barrett is a big dude, man. He's 6'7", legitimately. With a hand, he's a big fucking dude, man. Seriously. Look at him on the break. And he's sturdy. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? So once he figures it out, the Knicks didn't put him at point. They did a couple of pick and rolls at the top of the. I don't know if they're showing them or introducing them to how the Knicks run their plays. I don't know if they do that in summer league. Maybe it's just like, because it looked like a lot of free play yesterday, so I don't know how that goes. But yeah, once he gets comfortable, once he calms down, he's gonna just start balling. Once he realizes, okay, the NBA is hard, and then he's playing against players who are fighting for their actual NBA career. So anyway, but like I said, I like the aggressiveness. I always check the mentality. He had a little nut in his game. That's all right. He's trying to find his way. He's thinking of himself as, I'm the guy. Hey, let's see if he can do it. Now, earlier I talked about how the Knicks didn't go after Kawhi because they needed to sign their free agents. They needed to build their team and their infrastructure. Well, the Lakers waited for Kawhi, and now they're scrambling. And they're signing the Danny Greens. Even though Danny Green is not a bad player, he's just not the player he used to be. They're signing Danny Green. They signed that kid Pope. I'm not going to try to say his name out of respect. I'm going to butcher it, you know. And they're probably going to sign Marcus Morris. By the time you see this video, he might be on the team. So basically, they lost out on, maybe they could have signed some super subs, as I like to call them, some super role players. You know, like a player like Iguodala. When he came, people don't remember, Golden State lost out on Dwight Howard, and they got Iguodala, and that was like, well, that was nice. And he ended up being what I was talking about, a super role player, almost a star level player. Maybe if he goes all out on a bad team, he's a star level player, but a great player for a great team. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they needed to go after. And they still might go after Iggy. Don't be surprised. That'd be funny. You know, because Iggy out there going up his books. Now, if Iggy goes into waivers, I wonder if he'd be open to coming to the Knicks. Only from, like I said, he wants to look like he wants to transition to the media. If he would come just basically to be an ambassador, to help the young guys, not to really, you know what I'm saying? It'd be great to have a good guy like that on the team, a champion. Oh man, I think that'd be good if you can get him, especially on the cheap. Because if he comes here, believe it or not, if Iguodala says, you know what, I want to play for the Knicks, I'm going to choose the Knicks. If the Knicks decided to do that, if he got cut, let's go through all of that because he's a good player. I don't know if that's going to happen. If he decided, I don't need to care about, you know, I want to transition to the media and come to New York, I think that'd be dope. That'd be dope. I think that'd be good for the young guys to be around a champion, a smart guy. It'd be good for Iguodala and he got a book out, things like that. So I just wanted to put that out there. Now, if that happens, remember you heard it first here on Knicks Home Court. So the NBA sends out a tweet clowning the Knicks for not talking to Kawhi Leonard, knowing that the Knicks would lose out on all of the other free agents had the Knicks went after Kawhi Leonard. So this is the disingenuous bullshit you get from the media. They can't say they're not biased. I don't really care. I'm just pointing out the bullshit. Nothing wrong with that. But you see, if the Knicks would have tried that without having an infrastructure, that would have been a stupid move. The Knicks made smart decisions this year. It just goes to show how bad the team is, a bad situation they're in. They have to dig out of it. The only way to dig out of it is to dig out of it, slowly but surely. You sign a good player, you sign another good player. That player starts, oh wow, the Knicks are playing well. They're actually a team you have to play hard against. You're a team you have to pay attention to. They might not be winning a bunch of games, but if you don't play hard against them, they're gonna win games. And then you go from a try-hard team to a good team. So this has been Knicks Home Court with your host. My name is Greg Armstrong. I'll be right back at you soon with another video. Peace.